everyone, so this is my recap for Glee Season 4 Episode 20, Lights Out. I gotta say, this episode is really random and all over the place, very messily done, and I just didn't really enjoy it, and I found it quite boring and forgettable. So, I don't know if this recap's gonna be short. I do kind of tend to blab, so who knows. There was just a really shitty transition this week with the theme of the songs. Like, it didn't flow right to me. It was too, oh, let's make the lights out, and then it makes sense to have acoustic, and it didn't work. So Sam and Artie were really fucking annoying this week. The one thing that really annoyed me was, Sam always has to bring up that he was homeless and poor. Like, we get it, you were homeless, it's a sad, horrible thing. But he brings it up every single time. He brought it up in the Christmas episode because his Christmas was sad and sometimes Christmas is sad. It was weird. And then it's that Artie shouldn't complain because the power's out and he needs his electricity. Like, that was really stupid too. I just did not understand that, and it just was stupid. And also, if the lights are out for the entire week, you either get it fixed because it's a freaking light system. It's not like it's technology from 400 billion trillion years later. It's not like, this high tech. It's a high school in Lima, Ohio. And two, if it is out, you don't have the students keep going for the rest of the week. How are they supposed to eat? How are they supposed to go through class and do this and that? The toilets, what if the toilets don't work, Like, it was the stupidest way to make the acoustic theme this week. It was this, that's really bugged me about this week, I think, the most, except for one thing. Also, the writer's sexist towards men being molested story really pissed me off. Like, the minute he said it, I was just like, is Glee really doing this? Is Glee really doing this storyline? And at one point they did bring it up about Brittany losing her virginity to a strange man that came into her tent. I don't know what season that was. Somebody remind me if you remember, but they kind of did it in a joking way, and now they're making Glee into like this serious, dramatic show, and they always have to have these tough, hardcore issues that they have to tackle in every episode with every character, and it's like, you don't have to do every single episode with a lesson, a life lesson, or something. I get that it happens to a lot of people, but the fact that it didn't make any sense, it just came out of the blue, never saw it coming, and it will never be mentioned again after this episode, possibly. It just did not flow well. If it was well done, I think it would have been and made more sense, like with the Karofsky thing, because he was so in the closet and so in denial with himself that sometimes you get to that point. They led up to that. This, it didn't at all. It didn't just, it was, and I get that some people, they try to move on from that in their life. I didn't feel it was done well at all. But I like that Kitty was nicer and could relate to him because she had the same thing happen to her when she was younger. And also the fact that Sam and Artie were like, well, if it happened to us, it wouldn't be a big deal, and think that you should have appreciated it rather than report it and think it was creepy. Like, I like that they did that. Not what Sam and Artie thought, but the fact that it's very sexist. Not only could people be sexist towards women, but also men, because they think that men can't be raped. Men can be raped, and it's like, that is still a serious issue. Anybody being raped. So it's not just women, and the way that the society treats that is, maybe that's what they were going towards, but I don't know. I was pissed off most of this episode, I'm not gonna lie with you. I try not to get affected by Glee things, but that was just like, oh god, here we go again. And it didn't do it for me. And that fact that he revealed it for this Katie, who we still don't know, and I think we're probably obviously gonna find out in the finale episode. But I do like that him and Kitty bonded, and I kind of still thought that Kitty was Katie, but then again, she told her secret, so maybe there wasn't it. So I still am hoping it's either Unique or Unique or Tina, but I'm probably thinking it's Sandy or Willow, because let's be honest here. But I really love it to be Unique, but Tina would be cool too. I wouldn't mind Kitty and Ryder, because I always thought they were going to get together, but I really like Kitty and Artie, so. But I also like Sugar and Artie, but she doesn't go there anymore, so. Humbleberry kind of annoyed me this week, forcing Santana to have a dream, even though just let her live her life, let her do her own thing. If she's happy with it, then so be it. Like, I would like to see her cage dancing. So, Santana's dream is apparently to dance. Since when? I thought this was Britney's thing. That was also really horribly done. Like, I know that she was a cheerleader. Yeah, she's been a cheerleader her whole life. She was a cheerleader in college, blah, blah, blah. But that's not really dancing, and she never really was all about it. Like, she was never like, I love to cheerlead and dance and do this and that. Like, that was more Britney's thing. Even Britney never really mentioned it, but she was the dancer, so I don't understand why it... I think they're just trying to keep everybody artsy-fartsy in New York, so I don't know. Kurt is back at Vogue, and I'm so happy that he is, and that they finally mentioned that he was absent. Like, at least there was some continuity there. And Isabel is back too, and I'm so happy. I love Kurt and Isabel together. I just love them together. I need to interact more and more and more. And at the ballet was my favorite performance. I think that they just did so wonderfully. It was magical. I think they did the whole entire song, I think. It's so fun and so beautiful. It was little Kurt Sheltana, little baby Kurt and Santana and Rachel. That was so cute when they're all dancing together. I watching them. That was cute. Very pretty, very magical. Santana was amazing in that song, and Isabella as well. And Kurt was like, every prince needs a swan. So, oh, I love him. So apparently also, finally, also want to mention Santana's dress was amazing. Look at that. Oh, Kurt looks beautiful as always, of course. So apparently Santana goes to NIADA for after school classes. It's not part of NIADA, it's just, they use the studio space, which, why did it have to be in NIADA? Why couldn't it be like a random dance studio? Like, it made no sense, but it made it seem like the school was kind of like either the YMCA or like less prestigious as it's made out to be. So I don't know what they were doing with that, and they just wanted to use the same set, I think. Keep everyone at NIADA. Like, is that the only school that exists in the world in New York? So I don't know. They don't really do well with that kind of, the small info kind of goes a long way. If you can't make the small information make sense, it just, I don't know. I really liked when little Santana was there and they met in the middle, and she's like, I won't give up or something. I don't remember what she said, but that was really cute and touching. I also didn't rewatch this episode, so it was all kind of my memory of the points that I remember, so if I forgot some things, oh well. Blaine working out, shorts, arms, tank top, the penis in the pants. Curls coming free, very sweaty, and also he is very, very flexible, so thank you. Very truly amazing. Great move there, Glee. I am very happy you did that, so thank you. And I think they just wanted to show off Darren's legs or arms or something with that, because it really didn't fit well beyond that, so I think they were going to use that also with the Nightbird stuff, which they cut, which would have made more sense if they used that stuff, because last week they kind of hinted that Blaine was kind of getting questioning about Becky, and that would have made more sense, like investigating about that, but Becky just came clean herself, so once again, they cut out the most random parts, like the parts that actually would make sense, so basically I forgot all about the other performances. I don't really remember much. It was kind of boring, like I said. Sam had a song that Ryder was part of. Ryder had a song, Everybody Hurts, which is basically me about Glee, and We Will Rock You was cool. The music was, the rhythm and the instruments that they improvised with. Jacob Artist's dance moves are amazing. I think that he is just as talented as Harry, if not more. I love the ballet kind of more gracefulness than more like hip-hop, like the hip-hop that Harry does. And apparently the last song was For the Longest Time, or something like that, Longest Time. I only down like 2 songs in this week, so. And Marley's voice was so annoying that I was saying, time! Like, girl, please don't. Just, I'm sorry. I don't really click very much with Marley's voice, so. So overall, boring episode. It was filler. I just didn't really click with it, even with Kurt in it. It was kind of all over the place. I saw a lot of people thought the same thing, and apparently Brittany, Sugar, and Joe still don't go there, so I don't know where they're at, just hanging around. Next week, Blaine is proposing. I'm literally Bert in that clip. If you watch the promo, like, what? I have my opinions on that, and I'll probably make a huge, long video the next 2 episodes, so let me just tell you that. Kurt is an Angel back in McKinley. Beautiful as always, gonna have a solo. I'm so excited. And Stevie Wonder songs. The songs are gonna be so amazing next week. I'm so excited. Superstitious looked and sounded so good. I am just so excited because I love Mercedes' voice, and apparently Blaine is singing with her in that song. I think Marley is too. So overall, more excited for the next two episodes rather than this one, but I'm a little still iffy on my Clay feelings right now about what's gonna happen with those two. I really have a lot of feelings, and I really hope Blaine does not propose. I think this is even more ridiculous than Finn and Rachel getting married, because at least they were still together, you know, at the time. Yeah, so I'll go into more detail next week, maybe. And we're coming down to the final two episodes, and I don't know how I'm going to do these recap videos anymore. I think I'm going to finish after season 4, so I don't know, we'll see, and I will talk to you guys later, and tell me your favorite songs of the episode if you want, because At the Ballet was amazing and beautiful. Okay.